Hi there, thank you so much for watching this video. Welcome to this page. My name is Andy, and quickly in this quick 10-minute video, maybe less, I want to show you a quick opportunity that I believe would help you in your business, whatever you are into. Right now, I created this page and this video to introduce this product to three groups of people, right? One, the sales agent, maybe sales agents of any company, could be a traditional business, whatever business that you're actually selling for. Two is also for any direct selling agent that is promoting another company's product, i.e. in a business opportunity. So let's say Mary Kay, or if you're selling Syntec, I don't know, maybe pills and potions, Herbalife, whatever business that you are promoting as a business opportunity and as a product, you can actually use this thing I'm going to introduce you to right now, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Maybe not exactly how it works, but I'm going to show you as much as I can reveal within this short video. I will show you what it does on the board right here. And the third group of people I'm doing this for really is for the self-employed people, right? Not long ago I was a self-employed person. Congratulations to me. I just managed to move my self-employed business into an actual company, and I'm really proud of that achievement. It's something I've done, and I'm very happy I've done that. So this would also help you if you're actually looking for a system that can actually help you generate sales for your business, right? And so whatever I'm going to be sharing with you right now would give you a snippet, an idea. It will sow a seed in your mind. And don't forget, all these things come from a simple thought of seed, or seed of thought, whatever they call it. Simple seed of thought will take you a long way up, right? And I'll tell you, a seed of thought on something actually brought me to where I am today. So, you know, whatever it is, I know it would help you. I believe it will help you. I use the same system currently, and there are thousands of ordinary people like you and me using the very same system to get results in their sales businesses and whatever they're doing, right? So let's crack on, and I'm going to tell you. But before I go in, let me take a sip of water just quickly. 1 second. Yeah, before I go in, I want to share with you my story of how I got into sales in the first place and see if you connect, right? Now, I started sales a while back, but I'd say like a decade ago, not very long. I know some people have been in sales for like 20, 30 odd years. I've been in sales, well, actually, it's been like 7 years, 8 years now. Now, my first sales job in 2013, so 7 years ago, wouldn't have been long ago. But my first sales job, can you believe it, was still pounding the pavement. And people are still doing that today, right? My first job was pounding the pavement. It was dragging a big bag along, selling merchandise from business to business. So my first experience was selling to business, right? So I started this thing. I was desperate. So I was in a position where I didn't have any option. I was practically homeless. And so I decided to go in and do this, right? So my first few months, 6-7 months, it was struggle throughout. I didn't make any single breakthrough. I was actually not practically living, but I decided to stick to it. Now, after the 7th month, I started seeing results, right? I was getting good at the system. I was getting good at, you know, those sharp, boring closing lines, you know, those kind of should I say archaic closing lines that we use on people just to get them to buy something, right? And that was the same thing I was doing, and then I was getting good at it. And after a year, I'd become so good at it, I started building a team, right? Now, even though I was getting success, you would bear with me that would come with a lot of hard work. You have to pound the pavement from, like, I would be out of bed 5. I would be marching up by 6, 7. I will be out on the field by 8:39. I am out of the field by 7. That is constant knocking on doors. I would knock on 300, 400 doors, right? I would get so many rejections, and I would still keep going, right? And I got good at that system. I developed a tough skin. And then after that, my team couldn't handle it. You know, I realized that when I was doing interviews, there were two groups of people that were coming in, right? One group of people were the people that was crazy as hell, and they were ready to do any crazy stuff for, you know, some money. And then there was another group of people that were like in a position I was before when I started, extremely desperate, and then they would have to get in. Whichever situation that they were in really didn't help, because then after they started seeing results, or after they started realizing that the thing was difficult or it was harder than they thought, then they quit, right? Then I would go up and I would come down. I would go up and I would come down. So I quit that business after some time. And then I joined another business, and that was actually a business set up, and that's where my actual sales career kicked off. And that's why I started looking around for sales, right? For sales ideas and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to go into what things are working today and what things are not working today. Now, obviously, pounding the pavement and knocking on doors is not working anymore, right? So what's working? Even emails are not really working if you're in that position right now, right? And you and I know that as sales agents, our income is dependent on the kind of business we're bringing in, the sales we're making, right? That's where the juicy stuff is, right? So I'm going to go in and show you a simple journey that we've gone through. Now, sales actually started from what some people call the sales 1.0. Now, the sales 1.0 was a very nice, crazy time, right, where people were actually making money selling stuff by knocking on doors, right? You would find somebody, that was like 20 odd years ago, about 15, 20 years, people will knock on somebody's door, and then this will be a well-dressed sales agent, salesperson, executive, whatever you want to call him. He comes into your door and says, hey, my name is this, I'm from this. They show you a card, they give you their opening lines, you let them in, they sit down, and people used to even give people tea and coffee, and it was kosher at that time. Business was good until it started getting hard, right? Then people realized that we're getting bugged by these sales agents. I mean, come on, we don't want it anymore. So that changed. Now, if you go and knock on somebody's door, just you're selling something, you and I know very well that it's very likely that you might get a knife, or you might probably get, you know, someone chasing you with a rifle down the road or something like that. That's just ridiculous anyway. But people don't take it anymore, right? You knock on somebody's door to sell them something, they just slam the door in your face, right? Because they've had too much of it. Now, from sales 2.0, cold calling and all that, we moved into sales 1.5. Now, sales 1.5 is when we started using technology, right? So technology, we were using things like emails, we were using things like text messages, we were using telesales, we were using all those things. This was telesales using systems, right? But then things have not been the same. You and I know very well that even now, emails are not as effective as they were before if you do not know how to do them properly. Right now, tell me I'm wrong if you're watching this video, but how many emails do you get in your inbox? Actually, you just heard my laptop go, you know, deleting an email. It keeps coming, right? I've got an email, I get like 2,000 emails that go straight into the deleted box. I just filter them when they come in, right? Unless I have actually consciously opted into a list. And even that, sometimes I just delete them, right? So they come in, they go. Right. I've got like 5,000 emails a day coming in, and most of those are sales emails, to the point where Gmail, if you've noticed, have done something very clever where they've actually divided your emails into 3 tabs. You see your actual email, and then you see your promotions email. So Gmail have realized that there's a lot of promotions going on. So that's where we are at the moment, right? Now, from sales 1.5, this era, believe it or not, doesn't really exist that much anymore. These days, you can't make a cold call. You call somebody on their phone, you're probably going to get, you know, the F word and then a hang up. Or you're going to get, I'm going to sue you and your company, or something like that. Or something crazy or ridiculous, you know. So people are getting agitated with that. Actually, it's the time for that is gone. Where we used to get web crawlers to that technology, you get a web crawler that goes out into the cyberspace somewhere, and it pulls down all the email addresses it can get, and then you fire an email out to like 5,000 people, and then all the email services started restricting their emails to like 50 a time, 100 a time, 500 a time, and now you need a specialized service to do that. But that is just to give you a point that things have shifted, right? And if you're still pounding the pavement, you're still making calls, you're not going to get results that you're expecting to get unless you're working extremely hard. But there are some people that are really not working extremely hard and they're still getting results, right? So this is where we are right now. We're on sales. I don't know how to spell sales, that's wrong. We're on sales 2.0. Now this is where what I'm going to introduce you to right now. Sales 2.0, we are actually using intelligence, right? We're using intelligence data. We are actually analyzing data. We're finding out where they hang out. We're using services like Quantcast to find out who is where. We're creating customer avatars. We're trying to find out what kind of a conducive customer we're looking for. And then after we're doing that, we're actually finding out where they're hanging out. And then we're just pasting a link or putting an ad in front of them. Or some way, somehow, we're using some form of high-end tech intelligence plus technology to do this, right? So if you've not heard of that yet, then my friend, you're like 20 years behind. That's why you're probably not getting the results that you want. Now we're using social media. We're using things like, oh sorry, I mentioned that already, social media, right? We're using videos. We're using mobile marketing. And we're using a whole lot of things at this point. Now, this is where we are at the moment. And there's one very important tool. I'm so excited about this tool because every time I talk about this tool, it's just great. I mean, people are actually using something very, very simple. And if you're not really using it, you better start using it. I'm going to show you where you can get it, right? By now, you probably have a link below this video. Click on it and it will show you exactly what I'm talking about. And we're using things like social media, videos, mobile. We're also using blogging. And blogging, this is one of the tools I wanted to show you. So social media, videos, mobiles, blogging. Now imagine a tool that can put everything into one space, where you can get your videos done, you can get your social media done, you can get your emailing done, you can get everything done in just one space. Now that is revolutionary, right? That is something totally different. I've seen nothing like this on the internet yet, right? And I'm sure nothing like that will come up, right? So there's a lot in that tool that you need as a sales agent, as a direct selling agent. The days of pounding the pavement, picking up the calls are gone. Those days are dead. Now, if you're doing that right now, you're not going to get any results. You're going to be phased out in no time. So right now, I want to share this with you. Click on the button below. Watch the video. It's only 30 minutes. You watch that video, it will show you exactly how this works and exactly how you can get in, right? So I hope you take action because I am very excited that this tool is out to the open, to people like you and me, and ordinary people I've seen are using this to generate massive income, massive sales for their companies. So click on the link below, get in, watch the video, and then decide from there, right? So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye.